Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Ruth Soltman, and this is the Transformational Soul. I am so happy that you could be with me tonight. Welcome if you're here for the first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. I'm really happy and grateful, that you guys tune in and you watch the replays, and that you're always very supportive of me in the show, and I really want to thank you so much for that. Please do continue to like and share and subscribe and participate, because the participation, is fun for everyone that's involved. So if you are watching, please at least say hi so that I know you're out there. If you don't make a comment, then I have no way of knowing if you're here or not. I want to say hello to Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Jill. So good to see both of you this evening. Hope everyone is doing well. I do want to say hi to Charlotte. She is my 5-year-old granddaughter who is 4 years old, I believe. I'm sorry. She just had a birthday in August, but she is watching at home with her mom. And her mom says she's always trying to talk to me when they watch my show, and she never understands why I don't say anything to her. So I want to say hi to Charlotte. And I also want to say hi and happy birthday to my granddaughter, Laren, who is turning 5 tomorrow. So happy birthday, Laren. Hi, Nellie. Hi, Carol Ann. Oh, Jill, thank you so much for your super sticker. That's pretty awesome. If you would like to get a super sticker or super chat or donate in some way to the show, you are always welcome to do that. And you can do that via the super chat or super sticker on YouTube or through Venmo if you are watching on Facebook. And if you are on Rumble, you can do that through the Rumble something. I don't know what it's called, but it's got a little thing you can click on there and make a donation if you'd like to. I want to just remind you guys of a few things here. That all of my books are available on Amazon, so you can go in there and check them out. And they are available to read for free if you have Kindle Unlimited. So that's always, it's always exciting. You can go and just download it, even if you want to read it later on. If you are thinking about self-publishing a book like I did do a masterclass on how to self-publish your own book, which is still available for purchase. You can go ahead and purchase that, download it, and then you'll have it forever. And there was a lot of valuable information if you are looking to publish your own book. Now, this Saturday coming up, Saturday, October 30th, I hope you guys can join us for our Halloween special. And Tiffany and I were just talking about this before the show. We're both very excited about this Halloween special. It's going to be so much fun. It's called, let's see, what is it called? Goldywood Squares. And it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And Tiffany is going to be hosting the event. And Laura Romero, Robin McGuire, Christopher Vane, Carolyn Carey, Melissa Parks, and myself will all be participating, as well as you guys can participate. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I really hope you can join us for that. And I believe I have just one more announcement. I'm going to be having a huge Black Friday sale. Books, services, craft items, like tons of different things. So you want to just watch for that if you're looking for something, Sometimes it's really nice. A lot of people like to buy, a unique gift for someone for Christmas because, let's face it, a lot of our family and friends have just about everything. And it's really hard to buy for some people. So you can always get, a one-of-a-kind gift, which is, pretty awesome. See if we have any other announcements here. I think that was the last one. Now, in November, I haven't decided which Facebook page. It's probably going to be the Transformational Soul. I'm going to do a a thing every day for November about gratefulness and thankfulness. So I hope you guys will participate in that. And, you know, I did pull some cards before the show. And I just absolutely love these. They're just so amazing. Expecting miracles. And we were just talking about miracles last week. And I want to thank all of you that have sent love and light and healing energy to my son who was in a motorcycle accident last week. He is doing so much better. He is home now. And he's still in some pain because he fractured his arm in 3 places and had to have surgery and, tons of stitches other places. And but he is really recuperating well. And thank you all so much for, messaging me and sending love and light to him. It's really appreciated. But it says, miracles are blossoming in my life. And miracles are always blossoming, but we just don't always look for them. We don't always think of something as a miracle, even when it is. So it's something we just want to be mindful of. And the angels want to remind us that everything is happening just the way it is supposed to. It's all in divine order. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to. I know sometimes we get really impatient and want it to happen faster, but it's happening just the way it's supposed to. Now, I thought these two were very, very interesting. Trust the niggle. And they're asking you, what is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? What's nagging at you? What is trying to present itself through you, but maybe you're kind of fighting it a little bit? So you need to tap into that and figure out what is the universe nudging you to do? And trust your path. And let me ask you a question. If you knew that you were completely supported, what would you be doing differently than you are now? And the funny thing is that you are supported. Once you make that decision and take that first step, the universe is there to support you, right? A lot has been coming up this week about communication and about speaking your truth. And someone asked me, I believe it was last week, if I get nervous doing this show. And I said, no, I never have, not even the first show. And she said that means that I have full confidence in myself. So I started thinking about that because that's not really what it felt like to me. Anytime in my life that I had to get up, in front of people, whether it was in a group, in a class, anything, and speak, I would be a nervous wreck. If I, back when I was a kid and I had to do like an oral book report or something, that was just torture to me. I didn't even like to read aloud in class. And, I never made videos or anything except one time, which was a special favor for a friend who was a cancer survivor, and her daughter was making a beautiful Christmas video, and she asked me to, say a few words. And I think I re-recorded that thing about 7 times because it just never seemed to, right. And so I started thinking about all this, because it would totally not be like me to not be nervous. I was always the one that would have the big list, the big outline, everything, like a script. And so I had to really think about this and try to figure this out for myself. And what I have figured out is that when I get on my show every week, nothing is rehearsed. Nothing is pre-planned. I am just speaking from my soul and speaking my truth. And, I just open my mouth most of the time and it just stuff comes out. And so I think that's what the difference is in the feeling confident is when you're speaking your truth, you feel confident in that. I'm not up here saying a bunch of mumbo jumbo thinking, oh gosh, I really hope they all believe me. No, I'm just speaking my truth. And I know it resonates with some people and other people it doesn't. And that's fine. We all have our own truth. Do you speak your truth? Do you live your truth? So what does speaking your truth even mean? You know, someone who's speaking their truth is speaking from the core of their being, right? They're being their authentic self, their true self. It's not pretending to be somebody else. And why is that important? Well, for a number of reasons, but it's important because number one, it makes us stronger. When we stand in our truth and speak our truth, it empowers us and it gives us confidence, maybe confidence that we didn't have before. And why sometimes do we not speak our truth, or do we see people not speaking their truth? Why would we be hesitant or fearful of speaking our truth? Hi, Devin. Well, sometimes, we feel it makes us vulnerable. And nobody likes to feel vulnerable because, they feel like that's a negative feeling. And it really isn't a negative feeling. What it's doing is it's opening you up. And some people don't like that feeling because they feel like someone's going to come in and trample on their feelings. But you can be vulnerable in a good way as well. Sometimes we're afraid that people won't like us anymore, right? Yeah, that's what Sarah just said, worrying about what others think. And that's so true. But wouldn't you rather be disliked for, being your true self than for people to like you for someone that you're not, for the mask that you wear? And what about someone who's not strong enough or able to speak their truth? Are you willing to listen to and let their voice be heard? That made me think about, it's so easy to turn your head and to look the other way, right? When maybe you hear someone that's trying to speak up for themselves or trying to be heard, but they're just not. And that can be, that's a really bad place for them to be in. It's very sad to witness that. And I remember when my mom was sick in the hospital, she had to go in, I think she was going in for her biopsy. We were in the hospital, and she was an older woman, like in her 70s. And she wasn't always good at making herself heard. And the doctor came in and talked to her and told her what was going on, asked her if she had an FLU shot. And she said, no, I don't want one. So he said, all right, I tried to talk her into it. She said, no. So he leaves, and then the other people come in to start getting her prepped. Well, they came in with a syringe, and she wasn't even going to say anything. And I'm like, what is that? And it was what the doctor had asked her if she wanted, that she declined. And I'm like, no. She said no. She declined. You need to respect that and listen. And so many times this happens in life, not just with a medical situation, but, in a lot of different situations. And it just really irritated me that day because, it was like they felt like they could just take advantage of her because she was an elderly woman. And that's just, that is just wrong. Any way you look at it, it's wrong. And I would hope that if I was ever in a situation or a position like that someone would speak up for me, if I wasn't able to do it for myself. Sometimes the opportunity to speak up on someone else's behalf will present itself, right? And it's really important if it does, it's presenting itself in front of you for a reason. So maybe you need to be the voice for that person. Maybe you need to be the one who, will let someone else's cares or concerns be heard, right? And we can always do stuff like that. I've seen other situations, and in the experience I had, it was, through my mom, and she was, elderly, or that's what they considered her. And I would see how certain people would try to like intimidate her and push her in one direction, and even when she would say no, And, that's just no way to be with anybody. And the same thing goes for children. Children have a voice. And a lot of times, no one wants to listen to them. I mean, I remember as a kid, hearing children should be seen and not heard. And I mean, I don't know if that was from my parents, grandparents, or where that came from, but, that is so not true. And I've raised all of my kids to speak up for themselves. And let me tell you, they all do. And they are all very, I want to say stubborn, but most people think of stubborn as being a negative emotion or feeling or whatever. And I don't mean it in that way. But, when they're set, they get their mind set to do something, they do it. And there's no stopping them. And, it's a really good way to be. And I see a lot of my grandkids like this now too, about learning to speak their mind and speak up for themselves. There's, I've seen so many stories about bullying. And like when my kids were in school, it was like, you'd hear about it once in a while. When I was in school, I never heard anything about it. And nowadays, I mean, the percentage of children that are bullied is just absolutely ridiculous. And why do they get bullied? A lot of times it's a very unhappy child who, is just reacting, or it could be things that they're seeing at home. It's the bully and the child that are bullied both, in a sense. I don't like the word victims, but, until I can think of another word for it, I'll say that, are victims, right? And some kids that are bullied so badly, they just can't live like that. And they take their own lives. And, it's a real shame. What if they were able to have their voice heard? Maybe that would make all the difference in the world. And sometimes maybe it's just they need someone to talk to and a non-judgmental voice or ears to listen. So whenever an experience like that or situation comes up for you, always try to, think, if I were in that situation, what would I want someone to do for me? And, that would be a really great way for everyone to live. And can you imagine that if we did, we wouldn't have most of the problems that we have in this world. Let's see. We need to say some hellos. And, all right. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Devin. And Jill. Okay, Jill. I got that. Hi, Anita. Robin. Nice to see you, Robin. Carol Ann. Hello. Well, what all do you guys have going on out there? How have you guys been doing? Do you have problems trying to communicate or use your voice? Boy, when I was a kid, I was very, very, very shy. And I really didn't speak up for anything or anyone. And I'm not really sure when that changed, but it did somewhere along the line. And, I think it's important. Sometimes we all, need someone to help guide us, to listen, and just to share, what we're going through. And sometimes, it might be because maybe that person picked you because you've had that experience before. And so how they feel. And if you're an empath, then you know how they feel as well. Okay, let's go back up here. I really hope you guys can join us on Saturday for that Halloween special, because I started watching the one from last year because I wasn't a part of Goldylocks when they had the one last year, and it looks like it was so much fun. Okay, Elizabeth. Let's see what messages the angels have for you. Oh, there we go. And let's pick one of these cards too. Well, those are no, not those. Okay, well, they're talking about moon cycles and how your energy is affected by the moon cycles. And they're reminding you that you can tap into that energy, like when there's a full moon or a new moon, and it will strengthen all the things that you're trying to manifest. The energy will be greatly enhanced. And they're talking about creating heaven on earth. And isn't that kind of what we're doing? You know, we're filling this world with so much love and light that, you know, it's a very beautiful experience for us all. And when we fill it with the highest vibrations of love and light, you know, we are in a state of bliss. We are in a state of love, and we are in a heavenly state. So I hope that resonates with you, Elizabeth. And Jill. Well, thank you for the super sticker for Carol and Jill. It's greatly appreciated. And let's see what we have for Jill today. You know, we've been having kind of a lot of crazy weather lately, kind of like all over the place. So I hope everyone out there is staying safe and warm if it's cold where you are, and cool if it's hot where you are. Okay, there we go. Jill, Archangel Azrael is reminding you that you have some very natural abilities as a counselor. People really benefit from your knowledge and your experience, and they really look up to you. And I feel like a lot of people come to you, you know, when they need a friend or when they need to talk about something that's going on in their life. And I feel like you really give them some good insight, and that they always walk away feeling better than they did when they got there. And, oh, here we go. Ooh. The angels are wanting you to do something to change your energy. Get up and dance. Get up and sing. Jump around. Any of that will help your energy to change. It will help to change it and move it around a little bit more. You know, sometimes when we get kind of stuck in our energy and we need something to change it up. Use some chimes, or if you have a singing bowl or anything like that, that will help to change up the energy. But dancing is very good in a number of different ways. You know, it gets you moving. It gets that energy just flowing all around you, and it's fun. So I hope that resonates with you, Jill. Let's see where we are here. Kim, hello. I missed you the first time going through here. How are you doing, Miss Sugar Magnolia? Let's see what we have for you. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Compassion. Archangel Zadkiel wants to remind you to have a lot of compassion for yourself. And, you know, I feel a lot of love in your energy field. I feel a lot of compassion for other people. But I think sometimes you don't focus it as much on yourself as you need to. And they're also saying that your life purpose is going to trigger or triggering a career transition. So I don't know if you are looking for something different, or if this is just something that's going to slowly unfold, you know, on the path right before you. But they're saying that it's all of this spiritual work that you are doing is going to trigger a career transition. So I hope that that resonates with you, Kim. Nellie, you are up next. Let's see what we have for Nellie. Oh. What would the angels like you to know? Okay. Prosperity, Nellie. They're talking about prosperity. And look at all those coins there and gold pieces. Now, prosperity doesn't always mean money, does it? We could be prosperous in many different ways. But Archangel Ariel is reminding you that your material needs are being provided for. And they're reminding you to follow your intuition to manifest your dreams into reality. Because once you do that, you're going to have a lot more abundance and prosperity in every area of your life. And when we say abundance and prosperity, like I said, we're not just talking financially. We're talking about more love, more light, more joy. It's going to come in so many different packages. And here we go. You also got this Lemuria card about creating heaven on earth. It is happening. And sometimes change takes a while. Things don't usually just happen overnight. And we all have to just keep working at it and keep being patient, keep speaking our truth, and keep holding our ground. And, little by little, we are seeing things transition. We are seeing things change on a very large level, right? All the little changes that we make within ourselves, of course, that spreads out into other areas of our life, into other people's lives. Okay, Carol Ann. Whew. Carol Ann, I have to say, I love those videos you post of your dogs. They just crack me up. It's a lot of fun having, 2 dogs and watching them interact with each other and play and all that. Carol Ann, you look at this beautiful card. I love this picture. This is Archangel Ariel talking to you about courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And that's what we've been talking about tonight, speaking your truth. Oh, excuse me. Talking about your beliefs. Now, you don't have to go stand on the mountaintops and say, oh, I'm a spiritual person. I believe this, I believe that. It doesn't necessarily mean something like that. But just in your day-to-day life, speaking your truth. Speak from who you really are, and don't try to pretend to be somebody else. And that's something that we all, can learn from. Ooh, soul family. Look at this beautiful picture, Carol Ann. Soul family. And it says to call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So always remember that you've got a whole tribe full of people on this side and the other side that are there for you, that are willing to lend a helping hand when you need something. If you just need someone to talk to, if you just need some advice about something, your soul family, your tribe will help you. And, sometimes, you can get just as good advice from this side as you can from the other side. And they just want you to remember that, we are all here for you, Carol Ann. All you got to do is ask. I hope that resonates with you. And now we get to Sarah. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yes, I don't know. I just felt like wearing blue today. I usually always wear the same color, but and then, I thought about talking about speaking your voice and kind of seemed appropriate. All right. So what do we have for Sarah? Oh, look at this, Sarah. Clear cognizance. And the angels are talking about all the thoughts and ideas that come to you. Pay attention to them because they are unanswered prayers. You know, when you get that thought and you know in the deepest parts of you that it's true or that it's what you should do. And then you have just that little tiny bit of doubt, but then something will come along in a day or two that will validate it for you. And it's always wonderful to get that validation. I know it really is, but you have to start trusting it 100% because the information that you are getting is full on correct. And they want you to know that. They want you to stop doubting yourself. So you need to do that. You need to stop doubting yourself, Sarah, because you know that the messages that you are getting are right on. They're not coming from your mind. You know, they're coming from spirit. And you just need to trust it more. And the more that you do trust, you know, the more information that you're going to get. Okay. Okay. And here we go. Oh, look at this. It's all coming together. The great gathering. And it says it's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul tribe. And I know that you have a beautiful soul tribe, but you just have to trust your intuition more and trust the messages that you're receiving. And I hope that helps, Sarah, and then that it resonates with you. And now we will go down to Devin. Nice to see you, Devin. I'm glad you could make it. Okay. And, you know, and I know you've heard this on other shows, sometimes as we're scrolling, it'll go super fast and we miss somebody. So if I ever do, or I miss a message maybe from someone on Rumble, just, you know, put it in the comments again so I don't, you know, miss anyone. I never do that. I never miss you on purpose. Devin, Devin, Devin. Oh, there we go. Devin. The angels want to talk to you about comfort. And it says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. The angels are always with you in your time of need. The angels are always with you, you know, even when it's not your time of need. They are always with you. And they're always keeping you safe. And, you know, one thing about the angels is they can keep you from feeling lonely. You know, I know we all, you know, have our alone time in that, but being alone and being lonely are two different things. And when you have the presence of angels with you, you really can't be lonely. You know, you can tap into their love and their energy anytime. So, you know, oh, there we go. So, you know, always just remember that. And Devin, you've got the same card as I believe it was Carol Ann, Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And just remember that. And, you know, we have a beautiful soul family right here. And, you know, we're always here for each other, you know, and it's so wonderful to be a part of this. And it's so nice to see all of you every week. And I feel so much love and light coming from you guys. It's just amazing. So I hope that message resonates with you, Devin. And now we have Miss Anita. Let's see how things are going with you and what messages the angels have for you today. Anita. Okay. Beloved one, And the angels are reminding you that they are helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And a spiritual soulmate does not have to be a romantic relationship. But it's someone that you will instantly connect with. It is someone that you've known in other lifetimes. And there will just be a connection immediately. And the angels are saying that they are there, working behind the scenes, helping with this soulmate relationship. I don't know if it's, you already are in a soulmate relationship, or if this is something that's, coming soon. And let's see what else they have to tell you. Ooh, you are transforming. Maybe you're transforming your life. Maybe you're transforming relationships. It says things are changing at a cellular level. There's a lot of deep healing going on. And that's a beautiful thing, Anita. It really is. So I hope that resonates with you. And hello, Robin. Robin said she was driving and lost the connection. And she got back on and is hoping that she'll stay connected. So if you're connected, Robin, or if you're not, you'll hear this later. But here is a message for you. Oh, look at this. You are also a natural born counselor. And in your line of work, I can totally see this. Many people benefit from your guidance and your reassurance. And, being able to connect with their departed loved ones, the closure that you give people, the comfort that you give people is just beyond measure. And that is just absolutely amazing. So know that people appreciate you and what you do. And everything is coming together. We're getting a lot of duplicate cards tonight. I always find that really interesting. A lot of us are kind of going through the same things and in the same place. It says it's all coming together. Soul tribe. And you have a beautiful soul tribe on both sides. So I hope that message resonates with you, Robin. And Sarah said, thank goodness you were there to be a voice for her. And I was very, very grateful that I was. I don't like to see people taken advantage of. Oh. Okay, Sarah. Boy, I really went too far this time. Wow, I missed a whole bunch of people. Sorry, guys. Okay. Carol Ann. Okay. Carol Ann said, you are such a great counselor. Thank you. Well, you are welcome. Hi, Kristen. Kristen. Oh, look at that card just popped out for Kristen. Prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. And Archangel Metatron will help you get organized and motivated. I know you're the kind of person who likes to get everything done. And there's not enough hours in the day most of the time for us to be able to do every single thing that we feel we need to do. And it's really important, especially now since you're pregnant, to look at the things that are the most important. And, you can, make a list if you need to. And the things that are the most important, get those done. If other things can wait, or you can delegate to maybe another family member or something, do that. Because this is a time when you also need to be taking even better care of yourself and getting more rest than usual and focusing a bit more on your self-care. So that's just something really important for you at this time. Oh, look at that. Deep replenishment. And it says to retreat, rest, and be held. So there's validation right there. that you do need to rest more and to just pamper yourself more. Make yourself feel special and, all of that. Devin said, I was very shy until I learned that if you don't stand up for yourself, no one else is going to. And that is so true. And there's no one that you can't count on anyone in this world, 100% except for yourself. And that's so true. Kim's Sugar Magnolia says, strangers have always told me deep things. I just realized they see my light and know I will help if I can. That is very true. And I know what you mean, because I've had strangers do the same thing. I mean, I remember standing in the grocery store line at the checkout, and somebody would tell me something. They'd be like, wow, I've never told anyone that before. And they were like, I don't know why I'm telling you this. And I'm thinking, I don't know either, because it would be like some really crazy story or crazy thing that happened to them. And, but I've always thought that was kind of like a blessing. You'd meet these people for just like a few brief minutes in your life and have this like very deep, profound conversation. Okay. Kim, refresh my memory. I believe I pulled a card for you, but I am not sure. So if I did not, please let me know. And Kristen. Jill said, thank you. You are welcome. Sarah. Carol Ann said, wee, the pups are on the wild side. Great card. Call in my Goldylocks tribe. Yes. She said, thanks, guys. You're welcome, Carol Ann. Hello, Thomas. Let's get you a card. Now, I thought I saw another super sticker pop up here. It was up at the top, but now I don't see it. So whoever that was from, thank you so, so much. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see what we have for Thomas. All is well, Thomas. Everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to. With hidden blessings that you will soon understand. Everything happens for a reason in life. And it happens just the way it's supposed to happen. Sometimes it's really hard for us to believe that, because we could have the most bizarre or crazy things happen to us. But always know that everything does happen for a reason. Now, sometimes, throughout our life, that reason will be known, and sometimes it's not. And but it's just important that we learn from all the experiences that we have. And you also got birthing a new age. And it says here, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So dreaming a new world into being does not mean the whole entire world. This can mean your world, your home, your family, your own little world. It could mean the whole entire world, but generally, you got to start somewhere, right? So I feel like there's something new on the horizon for you, that you're going to be creating something new in your life. So I hope that resonates with you. Sarah said, thank you, bunches. Love the messages. Awesome. You are so welcome, Sarah. Oh, there it is. Okay, Thomas, thank you so much for your super sticker. That is so awesome. Thank you. Devin says, you are all my tribe. Robin says, thank you for the wonderful message. Elizabeth, they tell us. Okay, I'm not sure. I think a couple letters might be missing. I'm not quite sure what your message says. I'm sorry. Kim says, yes, you did, and I am starting a new life soon. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, here we go. tell us in the checkout line because we are open. That's good. I like that. Okay, so I don't believe I missed anyone. If I did, please drop it in the comments. So I hope, you guys are all having a really good week. I got to turn around here a little bit. It's been a really good week for me as far as, my energy, oh goodness, and getting things done and accomplished. And the days are just flying by. Do you guys realize that it's almost November? Monday is November 1st, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm going to do I did this last year. I don't think I did it every day for people to participate. And it was on a different page, but just a little something I'll post every day about gratitude. Because, the more we live in gratitude, the better, the more the things that we're grateful for, the more things we receive to be grateful for, because we're putting out that energy of gratitude. So we're going to try to boost that up during the month of November and see how that goes for everyone. Because the more energy you put out of being grateful, the universe is going to match that and send you even more things to be grateful for. Thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth said it's only 8 weeks till Christmas. And I'm kind of happy to say I did start my Christmas shopping. Except for one thing that I'm waiting to go on sale. I've got my grandkids taken care of. So that's pretty exciting. And Elizabeth says, how's the new grandbaby? Well, the new grandbaby in 2 months is going to be a year old. So that's pretty exciting. She is an absolute little doll. If you guys noticed, she was my special guest last week. And she is just like the sweetest little thing. She's just so full of joy all the time. And then I am expecting a new grandbaby in April. So pretty excited about that. And, we're kind of up in the air on if it's a boy or girl, because a couple people have said they're pretty sure it's a girl, but other people are pretty positive it's a boy. So we're kind of curious to see. I had thought maybe that was a good sign that it was going to be twins or something, but apparently it's not. It's not twins, I mean. I always thought that would be kind of cool, a boy and girl twins. Oh, Elizabeth said, love Judy. Yeah, me too, man. She is just the sweetest little thing. And, when I had her 24/7 last week, her and her sister, Lauren, whose birthday is tomorrow, while my son was at the hospital and his fiance was at the hospital taking care of him. And she was like the best baby, like just absolutely the best baby. She gets up, she's on a good routine, she was just so happy and and now she's starting to do different things and that's like when it really gets fun. Today I put her down for her nap though, and she started screaming, and it wasn't the normal kind of cry, so I ran in there and she had her little arms stuck between the bed rails. She couldn't get it out. So sometimes she does some pretty comical things, and she'll say dada. I don't think she knows what it means, but she'll say it. And everybody's always trying to get her to say mama, especially her mama. And she doesn't really say mama, but she does say tickle. How many people know a 10-month-old that say tickle? She'll say tickle, 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 just over and over. And she'll reach for you sometimes like she's going to squeeze you. So I think she kind of knows what it means, but it's just so hilarious. I don't know where that even came from, but she clearly says tickle. And Elizabeth said, so cute. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Routine is key. I had twins. I know. Oh my goodness. Did you have boys or girls or one of each, Elizabeth? Oh, I know. Getting into a regular schedule is really awesome because, she gets up usually at the same time. We have our usual morning routine, and then she naps. Oh, a boy and girl. Oh, how nice. And I bet that was pretty cool at seeing them at the same age, because they're so different. I mean, like if they were girls, they would be different. That's not what I mean. But like the experiences of being a mother to a boy or a mother to a girl are completely different. And it's really nice that you got to experience that. And, with them being the same age, at the same time, that's pretty cool. And master's degree in special education, routine and predictability is so important. Wow, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Wow. So let me see. Been drinking a ton of water lately. I feel like I missed somebody else here. Oh, they're 20 now. Wow. Pretty soon they're going to be having babies. Thomas said, thank you so much. Love the messages. Well, you are so welcome. And let's get another message here for the group. And you guys remember, I know I've already said it a couple times, but I hope you can join us Saturday for the Goldywood. I think that's right. Goldywood Squares. The Halloween special. And Tiffany does have a promo out for it, and I did share it on my pages, so check that out. And if you have, a little bit of time, you can go on to YouTube and Google the show from last year. I started watching that, and it's just a blast. Absolutely a blast. So I just pulled a couple more cards for the group. And the first one is leap. Take that giant leap. It says, you go first. The universe will catch you. And it's kind of a validation of that card that they gave me before the show about, oh goodness, I just completely lost my train of thought. About, what would you do if you knew if you knew the universe had your back? Because a lot of people will say, well, I can't really try that because I need this money here, or I can't do that for this reason. But once you make that decision and you take that leap, you have to go first, and then the universe has your back. And it's all coming together. Those things that you were trying to change in your life, the things that you're trying to make happen, it is all coming together. So you just need to take that leap. And that is the hardest part. That is absolutely the hardest part. Because, you may have been programmed for years to believe that that'll never work. You can never do that. You must have a 9-to-5 job. Who do you think you are to be able to follow your dreams when, this is how we were when we were your age? I mean, there's a lot of things, but people do not need to have any opinion on your life except you. You are the one that is you. You are the one that has to live with yourself. You have to live with the consequences of all your decisions. So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I used to be like that too. I would think, well, what's my mom going to think if I do this? Or when I was younger, or what's my dad going to think when I do that? And then as I got older, I got to this point in my life where I didn't give a crap who thought what about anything that I did. And I will tell you that is one of the most freeing places to be. And then as I would sit and think about it, I'd think, well, why did I care what they think? I don't know why. And, it's just so unimportant, anybody else's opinion of you. It's your opinion of yourself that counts. That's the one that matters. Coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. I love that. That's a great affirmation. I step into my power boldly and confidently. And when you do that, you so empower yourself. I mean, it's just like a circle, you know? That is just amazing. And I love it when we get like repeated messages, like there's a theme here. And for me, some of the cards were great validation about talking about speaking your truth. There's Elizabeth. I love that, Ruth. I don't care what people think. And I know. And isn't it a very freeing place to be, Elizabeth? You know, it really is. And I mean, you can think about that in many different aspects of your life, you know, with the kind of job you have or the kind of clothes you wear. Some people, they'll be like, I'm not wearing that. What are people going to say? And that just made me laugh because I remember my mom saying that to me one time. She saw some outfit or something that she thought was so cute and she really liked it. And I said, you should get it. She's like, I'm an old lady. I look silly in something like that. But you know what? You wouldn't, because when you, like, I have this pair of shoes. And to me, it's the most beautiful pair of shoes in the world. When I put those shoes on, I swear I feel, like the Queen of England or something. It's like the feeling that I get just from wearing those shoes. It makes me feel so good and just like, like a superstar or something. And of course, it doesn't change me in any way. It just changes the way I feel. So if you see something that you think, well, I'm too young, I'm too old for something like that. No, you're not. If it makes you feel good, that's going to show when you're wearing it. Or if it's something else, when you're doing it. Don't let anything be a barrier to the things that you want to do. Elizabeth, so freeing. I lost a friend to this. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Elizabeth. Oh, and, I think sometimes, I've in conversations with people and they'll say something and they'll be like, well, but what's so-and-so think? And like my heart kind of sinks a little because I think to myself, if you only knew, like why would you give someone that much power over you? First of all, you don't ever give away your power. You have to empower yourself and you have to be yourself. That's where you shine, right? When we are in our own element, when we are being truly ourselves, that's where we shine. If we go walking out that door wearing this mask, looking like somebody else and acting like somebody else, is anybody really going to know who we are? They're not. They're going to know this persona that you've created, but they're not going to know you. And it's so important now more than ever for us to stand in our truth. Elizabeth said, speaking our truth, but I stand by it. That is awesome. That is awesome. And, we can speak our truth, all the time in our life. And it doesn't even have to be with words. It can be in something that we do. I mean, do you walk your talk? Do you live your life by, the way you act and the things you say? Are those truthful things? Or, is the way you act just completely different from what you say? Robin says, I have lots of heels and I was told to get rid of them because I do jobs that I do not need shoes. They make me feel good, so I keep them. I can understand that, Robin. I totally can. So I want to thank all of you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for your tips and donations. I really appreciate that. And real quick, before we go, I want to draw a card for Veronica. And let's see. Veronica got the comfort card. The angels are with you in your time of need, Veronica. And, they're helping your heart to heal. So keep that in mind. You always feel the love and the kindness and the warmth from the angels. But they're sending you a little bit extra right now, and a little bit extra compassion to help you, get through whatever situations that you are going through. And that's the wrong one. And one more, and then we are finished. Okay. And also, okay, it says the age of light. The things that are happening in your life are things you've been training for all of your lives, I should say. And you are really starting to wake up to the truth of everything that you are. So, that's a really beautiful thing, Veronica. So I hope you will keep on doing that and that this message resonates with you. Robin says, see you on Saturday for our Goldylocks Squares show. I hope all of you can join us at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I will see you guys back here next week. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this show and a part of Goldylocks Productions. I am so very grateful for each and every one of you. Have a great night. Love you.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron.
Receive exclusive access to live stream special and
Other epic perks.
join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.